That's it, man.
Perfect.
We're live.
That's pretty good. I can't wait to start everything.
Comment ça va?
Ouais, ça va très bien. I'm awesome, man.
Cool, man. Listen, we're obviously not live on the internet right now, but
All right.
we are busy recording.
Perfect.
So, yeah, we're just gonna talk, man. So, for anyone listening or watching, this is Emmanuel from Democratic Republic of Congo.
Very good. That's awesome.
And you've been in South Africa how long?
For 3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
25 years old.
So you came here in 22 years old.
Yeah.
And I know Emmanuel that he came to study at my school almost 2 years ago or a year and a half ago.
A year and a half ago.
So he came to study at my hospitality school.
Yeah.
And graduated as a waiter, and he was like one of those exceptional people that was very different from the others.
Yeah.
And became very successful. And I like the way you think, so that's obviously why I'm inviting you.
Yeah.
And I just want to listen to your story, man. So let me just edit a little bit of volume here.
All right.
I think because we're talking quite loud in this. Listen, man, why did you leave DRC?
First, it was like I was dreaming about going out, like going away, going overseas. So I spent like 2 years by looking for a bursary in my country. So it was so tough, very, very tough. And
Bursary for?
Like for go and study overseas.
Okay.
Yeah. It was so tough, and like I was thinking about it too much. Then I get sick. I get like really sick.
Like physically sick?
Physically sick.
Okay.
I had a disease in my head. Like I was like, I can do nothing. I can spend like an hour or a day without moving. Yeah, that was so critical. So my parents and Da Silva, which was you know him as well.
Yeah.
So he was like, so I think Emmanuel will be fine if you went out of the country.
Okay.
Because he was like dreaming of going out and spend his life overseas and stuff. So they just talk about it, then nothing happens. Then a few months ago, Da Silva calling me that now he had an opportunity for me, which is like traveling in South Africa. I was so excited, very excited, and things went so fast. Then within a month, then I took my plane to Lubumbashi. Then from Lubumbashi I took a bus from Lubumbashi to South Africa.
But how long were you sick for, like mentally?
So it took me about a year.
That you just felt like moving 1 hour a day,
So
just staying in bed, not eating,
not doing anything. So
and did you go to like a doctor?
Yeah, I do. So doctors was like, they were thinking maybe I was like maltreated by my parents. They were like asking my parents, did you treat your son very well? What's happening exactly to him? So they were like, no reason. So but we went hospital by hospital, but like I think I was like, no, I need to go out. So there was no way for me to to get out of this, and then I get sick. Finally.
And any medicine or?
Yes, I do.
Like official diagnosis?
I do get some medicine. Yes, but sometimes you work, sometimes no. I think the only medicine who work perfectly, it's me being here.
So getting off your ass and doing something of your life.
Yeah.
But do you think that falls under the depression category or something like that, or trauma or fear, hopelessness, or you don't just think that deep about it?
No, I never think about it. Like since I came here, I never get sick again.
Okay.
Since I came here, I never get sick again. I think, as I said earlier, that's my only medicine. So being out of my country, also helping me to discover myself. I was like, no, that's exactly me. So I feel so good by being. But I'm not saying that I'm not going back to my country. I'm proud of being part of DRC, but I wanted to discover something else. Like here, I want even to do more, but
Yeah.
for now,
You,
I'm still.
you want to discover white ladies.
Yeah.
And why did you want to leave DRC so badly? Or why do you think
Yeah.
you feel so much better in South Africa versus DRC?
Okay. It's about.
You're from Kinshasa?
Yeah, I'm from Kinshasa.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about
Born and raised there?
born and raised there.
Okay.
Yeah. It's about opportunities first. It's about condition of life, and yeah, we in Kinshasa or in DRC, we like, especially youth generation, they're like working so hard to succeed in their life, but uh, our country doesn't give us that opportunities to discover ourselves. Like in South Africa, like that the reason why I was like, no, I need to go out. I need to discover myself. I need to find out exactly who I am.
Yeah.
Yes, I did start some stuff like working or like doing some small businesses. Local money. It's still local money. It's still small for us. So I was like, it's not working. But let me figure out. But it was so tough.
But you guys are on American dollar or?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We got an American dollars.
And how many American dollars do you need to live a comfortable life in Kinshasa? For example,
Yeah.
paying rent, electricity, food, medical.
I think for a single person,
Yeah.
to live comfortable, you need at least $450 or $500 a month.
Which translates to about 8,000
a
rand.
month.
And is that difficult to get?
It's so tough. It's so difficult to get that kind of salary in my
But why?
country.
Because the economy is not doing well and the
I-
government is shit, or like?
I think so, and most of the people, I think 50% are unemployed.
Okay.
Like 50%. I think it's even more. I just take that numbers, but 50% are unemployed, and 50% are out of the country because of this situations.
So why do you think you guys got into that situation?
I think it's I didn't decide. I didn't choose myself to be in this situation. So
Yeah.
I think there is a reason why I'm in this situation. Maybe I'll be the one who's gonna change it one day. We never know.
You're gonna become president.
Yeah, one day
Let's
maybe.
see, man.
But I'm not happy to be in that situation.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
do you think that, like, obviously, if the economic climate is not doing well, then
Yeah.
I believe that the government has some sort of responsibility for that.
Of course.
Like, you guys are democratic.
Yes, we are.
When did you become democratic?
I think since 1960.
1960.
Yeah, I think
And since
50
1960, it's been quite peaceful in DRC.
No, not at all. Because
So what's the big problems? Because
think-
that might
Yeah.
highlight why you guys are in the situation that you are now.
yeah, I think the big problem it's more politicals. It's more like, I think it's more. I always say to myself like, politics are distracting us. Politics are like blinding our eyes. So we always focusing on politics stuff, and then we can't do other things else.
But like,
Like-
what politics do you have in DRC?
Like we got more than 100 like political parties. Imagine.
Okay.
A lot, and each of them will come with their own promises, and then we will do this after the election, and after that nothing, more promises but zero change.
Sounds like South Africa.
From you, yes.
We don't have, like, we have political parties here, but
Yeah.
we obviously have one, which is the ANC.
ANC.
And it's difficult for me to comment on politics in a deep way, or anything in life really, because I'm only 34,
Yeah.
you know, and I like to speak from my own experience rather than
Yeah.
opinion, but I can only experience so much in 34 years. I'm sure it's the same for you in 25 years, but I don't know. My understanding is that economic climate, unfortunately, government plays a big part.
Yeah.
And again, like my experience is a lot of promises, and then as soon as they win, nothing happens. But I think it's everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
I think the problem is that we don't have a lot of money. You know, so overseas, if there's corruption or they steal money, there's still a lot of money for the public. Where I think over here, there's just... But then again, there's a lot of money in Africa, man.
Yeah, a lot.
The rich people in Congo, they're super rich.
A lot. Super, super rich.
Driving nice cars,
Nice
big houses.
cars. I'm telling you, you can't believe them. You're like, wow. A lot. Expensive cars.
And where do they get their money?
All right. DRC or Kinshasa, I think people are living there are like, yeah, that's the only things I like about my country, about being from DRC. We all are having those things about business mind. So like investing in something, or like get into a business stuff, and then they can be like. But I always say to myself, we need someone behind us who can push us. I think that's most of them who are like that. So they're like getting some support from other people. Like, no, I need to push you.
So you need leadership.
You need leadership.
And there are not enough leaders in.
No. There is not enough leaders.
Or good leaders.
Yeah, or good and even though or good, like people who serving like good business minded. Yeah, so like I like England so much because I'm more interested in like especially England business and stuff. So they're like more investing in people. No, I'll give you this. I got my share. While you succeed, I'll succeed as well.
Yeah.
I think it's not happening in my country. We're like looking for our own interest, and then that's why like most of us are failing or are not going not further.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Yeah, and I think it's. We know what's sad for you know how many black people I spend time with.
Yeah.
You know, and mostly Zimbabwean, Malawian, but there's obviously some of you guys from Congo that I spend, and a few other countries. But I always ask people, if you had the option to be rich in South Africa or rich in your own country, 99% of people say, I want to be rich in my own country.
Yeah.
And it's so sad that they feel like they can't live there because there's no money and they have to come here. And I think it's the same with England. There's so many people from Europe that go to England for the same reason. Not exactly because there is money in their own countries in Europe, but obviously it's a little bit easier to go to England.
Yeah.
But you're exactly the same. If you could choose to be rich in South Africa or rich in Congo, you'll move back to Congo tomorrow.
Definitely, I will move back to Congo. Definitely.
So why are you enjoying South Africa so much, and why did it have such a big impact on your head?
So that's a question I was waiting for. So.
Just speak a little bit more into the mic.
Okay, so the reason why I'm really enjoying South Africa. South Africa did help me to discover myself. It took me a little bit of time, but I did really enjoy it. I know what I want, I know who I am, and I know even where I'm going. So as a person, as a human being, if you know all those three things, meaning I think, let me say it, you're rich. Yeah, you're rich. So there's one wise writer said that know yourself and then you know a lot of people. So as soon as I know myself, I'm like, okay, it's much easier for me to know even more.
Yeah.
So South Africa did help me so much. I've been through difficult part. I've been through a lot of things, like bad things, sad things, and even good things as well.
Yeah.
So it's like being those situation did help me to be like, no, I'm proud of myself, and then who I am now, it's because of this country. And then I'm like, yes, that's me.
But what do you want? And where are you going?
All right.
What makes you so happy, man? Or like, because always when I see you, you have positive energy.
Yeah.
Or you have this star in your eye. Like,
Yeah.
everything I do now is going to help me to achieve that.
Yeah.
And it's this strange thing of like, I've spoken to you about considering changing like businesses. And you're like, no, it's not the problem, man. Like, I'm learning so much here, and even if it's bad, I'm learning. Where I'm like, fuck that, man. Like, we gotta change that. It's all about enjoying life now, or just feel. And I love that about you. And there's always a positive energy. So, what gives you this positive energy?
First, it's about
other than ladies.
Yes, I do love ladies as well. But first, it's happened like a year and a half ago. It's about like, it started when I did meet you.
Okay.
Like I did start a course with you. So that was my first big experience in my life. So it's like you're like a magnet. You're like, no, I won't let you go. You must stay with me and train you and work hard together. That's what happened. And putting me through hospitality industry did help me a lot. You know, meeting people, you meet different mind thinking, and most of them are, if they are positive, they will put an impact in your life. So that's exactly what happened. You put an impact in my life. You changed my way of thinking. You're like, no. You know yourself. I know you like being through businesses too much. I don't even know how many days you are resting, but you're working so hard. That's how I am as well. It's so tough for me to rest. The only time for me to rest is like after work and then after finish my studies and stuff. But what I want is like creating my own industry, running my own business. Like a lot of people like working for somebody. Yes, we always starting there. But my dream is building my own empire. And where I'm going, it's coming in 4 years times from now. It's gonna be a huge history. I think we'll be here again talking about it and show even more pictures about it. So that's where I'm going, and hope it'll be something great.
So, because if people listen to this, like, I think, how do you find this energy or this thing that makes you happy?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people are trying to get that.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, like, you know, life is difficult. I'm having a hard time. And now look at someone that they can't move for 23 hours a day, and then suddenly they found something that gives them inspiration. How do someone find this? Did you just find it by luck? Was it just by accident? Like, did you make a decision? I'm gonna like, how did you find this? Because if someone's listening, they having a hard time. What would be the suggestion?
First, it's about choice. Secondly, it's about being patient. Imagine, I've been here since 2016, but I starting like moving forward 2 years ago. So which means I spent like a year and a half by fighting, by struggling. And as I say, it's about choices. There are a lot of people who did pass through my life, but I didn't choose them. I remember someone gave me your contact details like 6 or 8 months ago. I didn't call you. I think I had a contact with you, but we couldn't meet each other. It was after a month or like a time ago, then I did call you. As I said, it's about choice.
Yeah.
By the time I did decide, I did take that choice. That the time we did change everything. And I was so patient. So patient by waiting. No, let me do the training. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. Let me do the training first, then.
But what made you decide after like 6 months to finally contact me? And I like, it's a big compliment, so thank you very much.
Yeah.
I don't want the message to be people must try to meet David.
Yeah.
because that, I don't know, that
Yeah.
it's a big compliment,
Yeah.
so thank you. But like, there's other ways to find this.
Yeah.
You just found it
Yeah.
by accident, meeting me and by going into the industry. But I'm sure there's other ways that people can find this. And what was it? What made you finally make that decision to contact me?
So before I was having that fear. Like I did stop working because I was working as a security guard.
Fuck, all the Congolese are working
Yeah.
as security, man,
And,
and the Portuguese guys also from that area.
Yeah, that's
You guys are amazing at security. There is something about you guys you are amazing. Like, you Congolese people are amazing, man.
Yeah.
Strong,
strong. Yeah.
physically strong, but mentally also strong.
Yeah.
Intelligent, bilingual. Anyway, continue, man.
Yeah, I remember I did have in my savings 3,500 rand, and I checked the course fees was like 1.2.
Mm.
I was like, my house rent
They were
is
still cheap back then.
yeah. And I was like, my house rent is 1,000 rand. So I was like, okay, I must pay school fee, I must pay rent, I must pay food for myself. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to have nothing in my pocket. That was where my big fear was. Like, imagine I did do that training today. I'll really get a job. I'll really start making money. Because I was like, yeah, you'll make more money as a waiter.
Mm.
So I was like, no, let me took that risk. It was a risk.
Mm.
And then it was...
That's a big risk, man.
Yeah,
That's like 30% of your money.
Yeah. It was a risk. I was like, let me take that risk. And today, it did pay.
And you were waiting 6 months to find the courage.
I'm telling you, it was 6 months of like thinking. And even my landlord was like, Emmanuel, you're not working, but how are you paying rent?
Yeah.
How are you paying rent?
How were you paying rent?
So I was like spending the whole day without being at home. A week maybe. Like I'll work double job or triple job maybe. Sleeping outside. Sleeping on the construction site. Sleeping on the trucks. It was...
Because you didn't have an apartment.
No, because I did have an apartment, but because I wanted money.
Okay.
To pay my rent.
So you just went for security jobs?
For security jobs, for part-time. I didn't want to work for permanent security job anymore. Just, I go and work, then you pay me.
And you were studying civil engineering at the same time. So like 9 to 5 civil engineering.
Imagine.
And then from 6 o'clock till 6 o'clock in the morning.
I was spending like a week without sleeping in my own bed.
You were one of those motherfuckers sleeping on the job. CCTV, you will watch everything.
Yeah. So
fuck, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's so crazy. And
you were passing all your subjects at
yes, I was one of the best in my class.
Fuck.
One of the best in my class. I was even teaching most of the, like, creating an extra job at school, like teaching students and then earning more money.
Yeah.
So it wasn't easy. But I was like, no, I need to take that risk.
But what, like, so now you're scared to take this decision. What helps you to take that risk? Like, some people have faith, like religion. Some people just have, like, I don't know, strong belief in something. Like, what helped you from position A to position B to make the decision?
To be honest with you,
I give really good sales pitch to you. Like, I convince you with bullshit stories.
I really don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know. So it just happens. And the unbelievable things was like, after 2 days, I get my first job.
Yeah, we were very lucky, man.
As a waiter, that was... I think that's the reason why I love this industry. That's the reason why I love being in this hospitality industry.
But fuck, we were lucky, man. But it's also like, when I started my business, like, I can tell you long stories about being scared, like everything that I've done in my life. Like, I'm scared all the time, and I'm anxious all the time. And normally when I'm scared and anxious, I'm like, I have to do this. You know, it's like, it's growing, it's progressing. But when I started my business, I heard this thing of, you have to put yourself in a position to be lucky. So luck, yes, there's luck. yes, there's divine intervention or something, but you have to be there to be lucky.
Yeah.
Or you have to deserve being lucky. So your situation, you were coming. Anya, my wife, was obviously, she was very impressed because I remember she did like practical with you guys. And I was saying to her, like, because a lot of time I train people that are maybe not the most intelligent, they don't have good English, and it can be quite frustrating. And then you guys came and you were a really good group. Everyone on good English. It was a nice mix. I think we had Isaac. I look at my memory. My wife won't believe this. We had Isaac from Malawi. Then we had you from Congo. The other guy from Zimbabwe. What was his name?
Joshua.
And you had Joshua.
I think I forgot his name.
Yeah. But anyway, and I remember like going home and be like, yeah, I'm really enjoying this course. The guys are really intelligent. If I speak, they're like listening. Like I feel like a sensei, like from like karate or something. I'm like, these guys are really listening, and I have really big hope for them, because that's obviously why I do my training. Yes, it's money, but the goal is to get you guys
to another level.
But then I can only help you if you deserve it. You know, so we did the training. Somebody phoned me. They're like, I'm looking for a waiter. I was like, I've got this guy. I really like him. And we were lucky to get you in. And it was a perfect place to start. You know, so tell me about... So he studied to be a waiter. Let me just check this levels. When you started studying to be a waiter, like, what was the new things that you started hearing? Like, again, I'm going to feel quite embarrassed saying that. What did you hear from me that inspired you? Like, that sounds so fucked up, man. But what did you hear that inspired you? What did I say that maybe started changing your way of thinking and, like, got you, like, excited?
So first, it was my first time to be in contact with a white guy.
after 23 years in your life.
Imagine to be in close contact. Because I remember
like sitting like this
and talking. Because I remember most of the our bosses, like security bosses, they were like being in their offices, like they were like in the army. You can't talk to them. They will send someone to talk to you, and then you. So it was my first time to be in contact with you, and then it was but it was about your hard working. First, that was
because I remember now. Your first question to me was, I think I told you the whole thing, and then I was like, any questions? And normally it's like, how much, blah 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 blah, and you had this amazing question. What is your secret to being successful? I was like, this is just fucking random, man. This is like a clever guy. And I remember I just told you, working hard. Never giving up.
So that was one of the things that did impress me. I remember one day after the training, I came here, then we were like working again, like working on something else, like for 2 hours maybe. Then I was like, okay, this guy can work. This guy can work. So first about your hard working, and then about your positive thinking and positive mind. I remember you were thinking of doing something, and then you were like taking my advice. I did tell you, no, let's just try. And you always thinking about positive things. Guys, I'll tell you something. He was talking about opening this YouTube channel about a year ago. So now I'm into. So that's one of the things that did make an impact in my life as well. I'm working so hard. I'm working so hard. Like, I got friends who are like, Emmanuel, we want to see you. We want to spend like a weekend together.
Sorry, just before we continue.
Okay.
This is now the second time that this has happened.
Okay.
That we've just had a power failure.
Oh, okay.
So what's going to happen is we're going to talk for about another 15-20 minutes.
Okay.
Because these batteries will run out of the video camera.
All right.
And my thing here. So if anyone's looking and they're like, fuck, where's all the lights gone? This is South Africa.
All right.
So let's just continue talking.
Okay.
And then let's see. And then obviously we'll take a break wait for the power to come back on, and we'll continue.
So yeah, that is, and then like putting stuff together. You are so organized. I think I wasn't like that. You are so organized. Like when you're planning on something, you want everything to be in order. Even if it's, and I'm very close to you, but even if it's about work, you're like, Emmanuel, I want this to be like this in order. You're like even changing your face. It must be in order. Yeah, so.
But you know, that's one of my strengths and weaknesses. Is it's not like perfectionism, but like my father was in the military. Yeah. So the way it was like, and the way I grew up, it was like everything is like you go into war. Yeah. And the safest way to go to war is preparation. So it's like even when I do my business, it's like the safest way to do business is preparation. Every project you do, it's like preparation. So because I think you realize that I spend a lot of time on preparation, and then once we're in the situation, I relax because there's not much you can do. Like you can only control so much. So I spend a lot of time on preparation. It is a problem because it takes a lot of my time. That's why I'm working hard because I overthink a lot of things, but it's probably good. But anyway, continue, man.
Yeah, so that's most of the points who I really get, especially from you. Then it will like make an impact in my life as well.
Fuck, man. And so then I got you the job in Somerset West.
Yeah.
And 99% white people.
White people.
Was that strange going into waitering and serving white people? So you go from a construction site where you talk to no one.
Yeah, to no one.
And if they talk to you, you're like a slave. Yeah. And if you complain, it's like fuck off. And now you go in and it's like you have like freedom, you have like a bit of authority, independence. There's like stress because it's like they want shit now. Like tell me about that experience.
Yeah, so my first day was so stressful, especially when you're meeting managers and owners. I didn't have that think in my mind that no, they see white people, I'm afraid of them. But this industry totally changed everything. Now they are not your enemies. They are not like, you're not a slave.
Yeah, white people or bosses?
White people and bosses.
Okay.
Yeah, white, especially bosses. White people. No, you have a right to talk to them.
So your way of thinking was a bit wrong before.
Yeah, before.
You were thinking that you're not equal.
Yeah, we're not equal at all.
And because you're behaving like this, they treat you like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, my first month or 3 months was a bit stressful because it was my first time to work as a waiter. Then I was like, I must take fear out of me. And then
how do you take fear out of yourself?
Like walking. It was about walking. It's about loving what I'm doing.
Just getting involved. Just do it.
Yeah, like especially talking to people.
Because I remember you at the place that you now, you're like, I don't know why, but the people don't want to talk to the customers. My waiters don't want to talk. And I'm just like, hey, how you doing? And it's like...
So, that is. So I was like, okay, I must talk to them. And I remember my English was so bad in Thai. I was like, okay.
I wouldn't say bad. I'm just like, it's better now.
Yeah, it's better now. Yeah. But I won't be afraid of my English. Let me just go into talking to people. Then people was so interested on me. I was like, really, that's who I am. So let me just be open and then talking to people.
Because then you had white colleagues.
Yeah, I do.
And you had white customers.
Yeah.
Was that quite interesting and exciting?
Very exciting.
And that helped you to get confidence?
A lot.
Because all the money is with the white people in South Africa. Like I know there's this big argument. But it is a little bit like that. In the Cape Winelands, all the money is with the white people. Yeah. So now you start interacting with people and you realize they're not going to shout at you, swear at you, treat you like shit. Plus, first week, fucking money.
It was amazing.
Like, how much did you make your first week? Like 2,000 rand?
No, that was in December. In my first week, I didn't make not that money because I was a runner.
Training.
I was in training. But I started making money after a month.
Okay.
So like a day, if it's busy, I can make like 700 rand a day.
Yeah.
Or 1,000 rand a day. If it's quiet, I can make enough, like 300.
But how much did you make for like December? Like
So that was amazing. That was amazing, guys. I did work a place who like people waiter was getting, they were working for their own tip, and then by saving only my tips, I did get like 8,000 rand only by saving with tips.
And it's crazy because I always say to people like, come train.
Yeah.
You make between 5 to 20,000 rand a month, and it was so amazing when we got you the job. And I think they don't pay per hour.
Yeah.
Let's not say the name of the business.
They pay per commission.
Yeah.
They pay per commission, which is you must sell like.
So the first month when you were a runner, you were not making nothing because you're not selling.
Selling, yeah.
And then the second month, you were like, fuck, I got 8,000 rand. I was like, that is so cool. And just seeing how happy you were. And it's also like that obviously changes your life.
A lot. That changed it, like everything. Changed everything.
Because I'm sure it gives you confidence.
Yeah.
It gives you like peace of mind because you now can pay your bills, you can eat.
Stuff, yeah.
Like when you're off, you can sleep.
Yeah.
And civil engineering, like who paid for that?
Myself.
So on top of everything, you have to pay for that.
For the school fees, like.
And you were living in Coles River.
Living Easter River.
Yes, the river, traveling to Somerset West.
Yeah. And then go back to Belar in the campus.
And then did you sleep at that place one night?
Not even one, but more.
Why? Because there's no transport home.
Yeah, so first, my first month, that was like, I was working like a waiter, daytime, and later I was working like a security guard because I would say that because I was sleeping with the security guard outside because it was my first month to work as a waiter, and then I did have to save money for transport, for my bills and stuff, and then I was sleeping outside as well. So everything about sacrifice, I was like, no, let me just finish everything.
Fuck, hard work, man.
And then imagine in winter time sleeping outside without any blanket, without any cover.
And did you have enough money for food?
A lot. In that time, no. That time, no. I was
so
like,
what would you be eating every day?
Like eating at a restaurant. Guys, I used to spend like 10 by eating food from customers' plates.
In that first job.
That first job, from customers' plates, or I'll manage. If I make enough money, I'll buy food from my place and then go eat at home.
I did the same in England, man. Like I moved to England and like I don't come from a super rich family, so that first 2 months I lost like 10 kilograms.
Okay.
Because I didn't have money for food, and then I got a waiter job.
Yeah.
And it was the same, man. I'll be like, that old lady's not going to eat a whole steak. So I'm like watching. It's not my table, but I'm watching, and then as soon as I have a fork, I'm like, Mom, can I clear it? Do you want doggy bag? And she's like, no. I'm like, fuck, I'm eating some steak tonight, or I was eating. So been there, done that.
I've been there too. So it's I think it's. I think sometimes it's amazing. It's amazing. It's I like my story. It's so amazing. It's I think people who are busy watching this video, I'm here to give you like a courage, to give you like
inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration to move, like to take decision, to take that risk. Probably it will change your life one day. I
hope it inspires people. I think the battery is lasting maybe another 10 or 15 minutes. Maybe it surprises us. But I think we're going to just, if this is load shedding, it'll probably go for 2 hours. But we'll do like a shorter podcast now. We'll get you back. But civil engineering, did you finish that?
Not yet. No, I couldn't finish that. So getting into hospitality industry, as I say, helped me to discover myself. I'm like, oh my God, I like being in managing story. I like being managing stuff. I like counting money. I like controlling people.
Controlling or entertaining?
Both.
Okay.
I'm like, what about, both. I'm like, what about doing management studies? And as soon as I started, I was like it was so easy for me to do things. And even I remember my my first day in my new place that I'm working now, I came and then I saw 2 or 3 things who were not working, and then I gave the owner and the manager some few ideas. Then they were like, wow, where is it coming from? And then they put all my idea through the restaurant, then it helps everybody. So I was like, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to deal with. So
and it just gives you more and more and more confidence.
More confidence. So I'm not done with civil engineering courses. Now I'm doing cost and management accounting, which is a nice experience for me as well.
So you changed from civil engineering to accounting and business management.
Business management.
Because you changed your goal in life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many years did you study civil engineering and then quit?
2 years.
And you're like,
I'm like,
whatever.
I'm like,
my new goal is this. I'm going to invest money.
I'm going to do that.
And how much money does it cost to study civil engineering every year?
So I was paying like 2.2 after 3 months. So it was like 6,000, which was 12,000 for the 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
so it's like 6,000 rand a month, a year.
A year, 6,000 rand a year.
And then the accounting business management?
Accounting business is amazing. So I'm not doing a long course. I'm doing a short-term courses, which is for 6 months. I'm just paying 2,400 rand for the 6 months.
And are you learning?
And I'm learning. So everything is online. So they're sending me book through home, and then.
Yeah, I think the online works if you want it to work.
Yeah.
I did online courses, and it was like 120 hours, and I did it in like 20.
Okay.
Because I figured out the system. And I needed the certificate so I could do my job overseas. Like I was good at my job because I did a lot of preparation before the job, but the course I fucking bullshit. But I think online training helps or works if you want it to work. What is your goal? Because you said earlier that you want this enterprise. Yeah. And this is like your big thing that gives you meaning in life and inspiration. So tell me, what is this big enterprise? So what makes you smile like you have the answer like Jesus?
Yeah. So I like restaurant too much. I would like to run my own restaurant. I'm into this business. I don't know how, but there are a lot of people who inspire me. You first, I got my uncle Da Silva, which is one of my. It's like a father for me, but it's my uncle. Yeah. It's like, do whatever you do whatever you want, as long as you're happy with that. Don't give up. Don't give up. So I'm thinking of building my own restaurant. So the project's still on his way. So we're working through together, me and him. So we say that we need time because we want everything to be perfect, very, very perfect. We're working step by step, but everything is doing so well.
And this is going to be in Kinshasa?
It's going to be in Kinshasa.
Okay.
We more are targeting because in Kinshasa, yes, there is no money, but people like spending money.
Yeah, they are foreign business.
Yeah.
So people coming to do business there. There are some tourists.
Yeah.
And then the rich people in Kinshasa has a lot of money.
A lot.
So the target market is there.
So then, but all the inspiration will come from here. Like the style, the walking, everything will come from here because, as I say, South Africa helps me to discover a lot about this industry. Let's see how Stellenbosch is. You can see the whole street built with restaurant, and all of them are making money. All of them are making money. So I'm saying myself, why not me? I can't also make it. And I'm even checking this industry now in my country. There's a lot of places are opening. A lot. I'm even checking the menus and stuff. It's an amazing experience. I'm like, okay, we're still on our way. We are coming. It's going to be something great.
It's going to be better because you have some experience.
Yeah.
Because I listened to a podcast yesterday, and the guy said, it was like the one guy asked the other one, like, how do you become like who you are?
Yeah.
or successful. He's like, well, I do martial arts and I ask a lot of questions.
Okay.
I'm looking a lot, and when people are talking that have more experience than me, I listen.
Yeah.
And I find that's the same with you. Like, I'm not saying every time I talk,
Yeah.
I talk the truth or it's real or it's amazing, but I like how you listen and you always like consider. And I look at, like, you have your book with all the notes and stuff, and I love it, man.
Yeah.
Like, and I think a lot of people don't realize how much work is involved in projects and running good projects. And you're already looking at equipment.
Yeah.
Where am I getting it?
Yeah.
Where am I storing it? I know it's opening in 4 years, but I'm going to buy it and keep it there.
Yeah.
And I love it, man.
Yeah.
I love it. So the goal is 2023?
2023 or 2024, but we're still in 4 years from now, and then we'll see what's gonna happen. So I'm thinking about the first to go and invest myself to check how things are going there. So to check how we can set up everything, and then it doesn't mean like if we're opening in 4 years, I must stay, cross my hand and then doing nothing. You must go there and check everything. Go into those restaurants who are opening now. Check how they are running their business, asking questions even, so to find out exactly what's going on there.
Tell the funny story of the Silver that came to train, but he didn't want to come back.
Which one?
You know, the Silver came to train?
Yeah.
And then he didn't want to come back the second.
So I remember my uncle come here for a visit. So it was like, I want to spend a month with you, is because it's been a while. You never see me. So, and beside that, there was another situations. So I was like, okay, instead of spending your time here at home, what about go and do the training with David? Then it was like, the first day you make him scared, Dave. It was like it was like, I won't come back again. I was like, you have to. Yeah. So I think it did happen to me as well. My first day, I think the first day I came late in your training. Yeah. You were like so upset. You were so upset. I was like, David is like that. It's so straightforward about his work and then his training. So you just give us confidence, because it's like that at work. So there's more pressure. There's a lot of pressure. Yeah. You just make him like, it was his first time here. A first time to deal with white people. It was like, oh my God. It was like, oh my goodness.
And I'm the worst white guy to spend time with if I'm going to be your teacher. Yeah. Like, you know me. Like, if we're going to hang out, like, I'm a cool guy. But if I'm your teacher, it's like, push, man. Push. So, but it's so funny, man, because everyone always complains, or like everyone's always like, what, day one, day two, like, why are you swearing and shouting at us? I'm like, unfortunately, this is the hospitality industry. And I know that your house is a good house. Your mom and your dad is not talking to you like this. Plus, I know the black culture don't really talk like this, where the white culture is like, Jesus Christ, man, motherfucker, like, blah, 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 blah. It's just the way we express ourselves. And I know, like, the people are coming, and then they like, once they graduate, they go into the restaurant, and then they're suddenly like, so I put it into my training, but people, they get a big fright, man.
Yeah. I think I did also realize that as soon as I get into this, because I like to watch like kitchen shows and restaurant shows. Wow, that's exactly what happened in the training. Chefs will swear at you, owner will shout. So that's exactly how you do in the training. So it's the same pressure you're putting on us, the same pressure we get into work. So it's totally normal. It's just the first time, and it's fear. We're like, no, I'm not sure it's going to be like that. Yeah. But it's the same reality.
And it's sad for me, because a lot of people come to me, and let's say the Silver came to study with me, and you were not there to say to him, just go back, it's working. Yeah. So many people that they decide, well, this is too much stress. I don't like it. And that's so sad for me, because a lot of these people continue to be housekeepers. They continue to be gardeners, working in construction, part-time jobs. And I don't know, maybe you can confirm or explain, but my problem is that these people that do these jobs, they don't like stress, and they're too scared, and it's almost like, well, fuck, if you're not gonna grow, if you're not gonna open your mind, I can't help you to go to the next level. I don't know if you have an opinion on that.
I think it's about first having goals, and I think, let's say, I know what I want, Dave. I know what I'm looking for, and I'm like, I need 1,000 rand every month, but I'm working as a place where they're paying me 2,000 rand every month. I need to move forward. Yes, I know. I need to leave this job and find another one. Yeah, I need to take that risk. So most of the people doesn't take that risk.
But why is your thinking different from theirs? Because they don't think the way you do.
Yeah.
Like, what helped you to think like this way?
I really don't know. I think it's maybe I should ask my parents, maybe. But I think everything is coming from the education. So I think education is the key. So we start growing, being a baby. It's our father or mother starting to like give us some to show us a way. Yeah. So I've been Da Silva. I've been young. So it's Da Silva who raised me. So he was strict to me. It was like he did put me in business things when I was so young. When I was like 12 years old. Yeah. I did start making my own money when I was 12 years old. Imagine. So it's the one who like putting me into. And I think it's about having, as I said earlier, having someone who can show you the direction. I think that's why most of the people are failing. Okay. We don't have someone close to us who can show us, who can lead us. Yeah. I think, that is.
But you know what's sad, man, is that I have a lot of people that come to me, and you know me, man, I want to help everyone. Yeah. And everyone I can see, or not everyone, but 90% is like this big white guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they're all like, can I trust this guy? Or like, he's a little bit crazy. Yeah. And it's, I don't know, man. I just wish I could help more people. You know, if I could get more people to have your story. Like, I have to accept I can't make everyone successful. But that's obviously the goal. Yeah. Because then they have a better life. And then they sit here like you with like, fuck. Yeah. Do you want to be president of Congo?
Of course, yeah, one day.
But like seriously?
Like, no, not like seriously, but...
You're just joking?
Yeah, I'm just joking.
But would you go into politics?
No, I'm not a big fan of politics.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
You like money?
I like money. I like business.
But you also like people?
I do like people. I'm so friendly with a lot of people. Yeah. A lot of people. So yeah, I do like talking to people, like talking to them, saying them what I'm thinking.
It'd be fascinating to hear your story. It's always interesting being a waiter and having opinion for the manager or the owner. Yeah. And then it's different when you're the owner or the manager and you have to make the decision. Yeah. So it will be really interesting to hear once that happens. But yeah, man, I'm gonna stop it there. I think we talked about for 45 minutes or 50 minutes. I'm really scared about the batteries running out and then we lose the whole conversation. I just want to say, man, I got you here for a reason. Yeah. And the reason is I love your story. Yeah. And I think your story can help other people. Plus, people are strange. If I say this story, they're like this big white Afrikaans guy. But if they listen to you, they're like, it's true. Yeah. And this isn't about me or my business. This is about people listening to your story and trying to use that to inspire them, to motivate them. And it's not about meeting me and changing their life, but hopefully meeting someone that can give them direction, taking that risk, being patient, just hang in there, man. Like, anyone can be successful. I don't know if that's your opinion, but I believe anyone can be successful if they work hard.
That's true. So, as I said, the first thing it's about a choice. The second one is about making a decision, and then take that step forward. And that's changed like everything. And today I can say that one of the guy who who would like convince me to trust white people. It was like, yeah, you must trust them. all of them are not so bad. You must trust them. They are very cool.
Yeah.
It's
Not all of us, but
yeah, they're very cool. And then David, you don't help me with money. It doesn't help me with money, not financially, but it helped me with minds, ideas, giving me strength every day. When I'm like, I got an opinion, I need to get an opinion from you. I'm like, David, I have this. What can I do? So yeah, that's what I'm getting from you, and it helps me a lot. And today I was saying in front of everybody who watching this video, thank you so much.
No, man, it's my pleasure. Thank you to you, man.
Thank you for meeting you. I think that was one of the best things in my life, and I won't forget that.
Yeah, man.
I won't forget that.
You're gonna make me cry, man. Listen, I'm very proud of you, man. So your story inspires me. So I also have to say thank you. And obviously we are together, and we're just gonna continue and see what we can accomplish.
Awesome.
Listen, man.
Perfect.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having you.
Merci beaucoup.
Je vous en prie.
Au revoir.
Au bientôt.